and welcome to a deck unboxing of the Sacred Symbols deck for Divination and Meditation Oracle deck by Marcella Kroll. And I just did a deck unboxing of the Roast Iconic Oracle deck, which is made by the same creator. And I also had Marcella on my podcast, so definitely check out the podcast interview to hear more about Marcella's creative process. But let's take a look at this deck. So this is a 50 card Oracle deck with guidebook, created by Marcella Kroll. Created with the highest intentions, the Sacred Symbols Oracle was designed for those seeking clarity and guidance. Alrighty, so let's get into it. This is a red deck. I feel like red always flashes, with wanting intentions. And then inside, the guidebook is like very simple, it's just text. And then we have Marcella in the back with a red dress, so definitely a theme here. And let's look at their cards. So the cards are very consistent with the box and the guidebook. We've got this sacred eye symbol, reminds me of Egyptian hieroglyphs. And I just did a deck or a box unboxing, I suppose, because this came in a gift box, but it's also all over this like tablecloth for your readings, which I thought was really, really cute. Let's look at the cards. I'm gonna keep the guidebook close by because we're probably gonna refer to it. I've seen this deck, but I've never actually flipped through it before, so righty. Okay, let's look at all the artwork. We've got protection, divine masculine, magic, new life, affluence, divine feminine, guides, karmic path, shift, home, earth, relief, good fortune, past life, growth, trust, friendship, water, transformation. I feel like the artwork is very simple because obviously they're symbols, so I do feel like a lot of them act as sigils, as like these magic symbols that we can use in our everyday lives. And also how cool that these symbols. So this was on the cover of the box, and this is Healer in the deck. I find it interesting that it's not red, but it's actually not exactly the same, actually, now that I'm looking at it. But I do find that interesting. Got Courage, Veiled. I do believe Marcella is also the author and artist behind her decks. It's interesting how some of them have different textures, like this one and the shadow card. Okay, so I feel like the cards are all now shuffled up, and we are gonna do a deck unboxing interview, or a tarot deck interview, but I also use Oracle decks for this as well. Okay. Alrighty, so we are going to be using this tarot deck interview. If you want to do it yourself, it's actually on mysticmondays.com and I'll leave a link to the blog post in the video description. But this is inside the Mystic Mondays Tarot Journal. It's a journal that I created with Chronicle Books. It's your guide to unlocking the transformative power of tarot by me. Yay! And you can flip through it, get all the key words. You can log your tarot cards and their meanings. You can actually log your different spreads that you're doing. You can draw them in here. There's a world of things you can do in here with this tarot journal. But today we're doing a tarot deck interview with this Oracle deck. So, number one, what is the energy of this deck? What is the energy? Okay, we have air. And then how can this deck best support me? How can this deck best support me? Time. What is this deck's strengths? What is this deck's strengths? Karmic path. What is this deck's weakness? Relief. In what realm will we best communicate? Earth. How will our relationship develop? Courage. And then what guidance can you offer me this moment? Transformation. Interesting that we have 2 element cards here, but let's see what air is about. I'm getting a sense of like communication, but we'll see. Okay, these cards have numbers on them, which is helpful because I think that's easier to find if they're not organized alphabetically. So, logic, critical thinking, facts, information, research, and reasoning are required at this time. You may also need more information before proceeding. Drawing this card asks you to call on the element of earth to help you in finding healthy resolutions. Meditate with this symbol to call on more of the air element in your life, enhance logical thought, and inspire new ideas. Use incense, channel, writing, and journaling to enhance the power of this element. So definitely, I feel like this is a good deck to use if you want to approach things from like a rational mind, like using your intuition with logic so that you're viewing everything from a logical standpoint, gathering your research, your information, etc. And then number 2, we have time. How can this deck best support me? Divine timing is everything. You are not stuck or heading in the wrong direction. Drawing the hourglass asks you to have patience with whatever your current situation is. All will come to pass when the moment is just right. This card can also indicate that something you are waiting for is just on the horizon. So it also has the meaning of the symbols here, which is great. If you want to get the deck, you can dive into those symbols. For time, how can this deck best support me? I feel like this is more of like a gathering of information to then make the best decision. So it's like, you know, using your time wisely and taking your time. So for number 3, what is this deck's strengths? We have karmic path and karmic lesson. Karmic path says karmic lesson, learning, experience, hard work, perseverance, and structure. A new and valuable lesson is available to you at this time. This moment requires your due diligence. Pay attention to what is being presented to you. Have you been down this road before? Our souls come to this earth school to learn valuable lessons as beings and for the planet. What are you being taught right now? This moment may require hard work, but it will have many long-lasting rewards. You are not being punished, but are gaining tools and experience for living that will be with you for the rest of your life. Drawing this card also tells you that the foundation of what you are building is strong and is part of your legacy. So this is definitely related to Saturn. The symbol is Saturn, and I feel like this is about, you know, karmic patterns that we may experience. And I think taking a step back and taking an objective view of it, because sometimes we can, you know, obviously it affects us on such a deep and personal level, but since we have the air card as the energy of this deck, it's like taking an objective view of these karmic patterns and more so like the soul lessons that are coming through. And then we have relief for number 4. What is this deck's weakness? The end of suffering or hard times, a much needed relief or break in the energy, miracles, rescue, and reprieve. Meditate on this symbol when all seems too much. Feel it blast out the negative as you call in strength to your heart. So I feel like with this is that I know that when I was like very early on in my spiritual journey, I would often be like, when is this over? When will this end? And it's like never over. You're just leveling to another experience of it or another level of it, just constantly moving. And it can be like this. It can be like a roller coaster. It can be waves. But even if you get to like that level that you want to be at, there's always a new lesson. There's always something new to manage. And then you might get triggered by something old, you know? So it's never ending, which kind of sounds discouraging, but it's not. It's just like you're maturing with each level that you grow at. And I feel like that's what this is about and why it's in the weakness position. So we have Earth for in what realm will we best communicate? The tangible world and all that is physical in nature. What you can see, feel, and touch invites you to participate in enjoying it. Inviting Earth energy into your current situation will bring more stability at this time. Be kind to this temple of a physical body that is the home for your soul. It requires adequate nutrition and rest. Meditate on the symbol when you want more of a connection to the physical plane and validation of all that is here in the three-dimensional world with you. Honor it, see it, feel it, experience it with love and respect. So I feel like, yeah, this does feel like a very grounded type of spread where you're gathering information, you're in Earth school, you're learning things, you're growing. And I feel like the best way to ground yourself is definitely through your body and also recognizing your part in the 3D, you know? And then we have courage for number 6. How will our relationship develop? You are being invited to summon your courage and take the right next action. Drawing this card can be nudging you to let go of any fears you're having and boldly move ahead. This is your moment to seize the day, live your dreams, and step forward with confidence. You can meditate on this symbol and mantra whenever you need a boost of encouragement. So I feel like it can be scary breaking patterns and moving forward. And I feel like part of this is recognizing the patterns that you have experienced and continue to experience. But to break these patterns, you have to have courage to then break free of them, you know, and transform into this butterfly. So number 7 is what guidance can you offer me this moment? And it's transformation. The butterfly grows through many stages before it becomes the beautiful creature it is. Honor your process and allow your beauty to be seen by all. Wear more color to help announce the arrival of your exquisite transformation. Meditate on this when you want to call in more beauty, grace, and acceptance during times of transition. Yes, so if you're going through like a transformation process or, you know, finding yourself, if you're in your Saturn return and you're transforming to become more of who you are, I feel like this is definitely the deck to consult when you are doing that or going through that process. So we are now going to do a collective card pull for the collective. And let's see, let me give this a shuffle first. And then what card wants to come through for the collective? What is best for the collective to receive at this time? And this one. And we have Talisman. So the talisman represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time. It also invites you to find or create and charge an appropriate symbol, amulet, or mantra to help support your current endeavors or healing. Empower this talisman with your intention to evoke its magic in your everyday life. Meditate with this card to act as a powerful road opener to a new adventure or opportunities, or to discover hidden talismans of power, love, and peace. Alrighty. So, if you want to make your own sigil, you know, your own powerful symbol, obviously this is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. So if you want to make a symbol that is sacred to you, and this can obviously change, but I think that is great homework for you and your magical practice to have that symbol with you to remind yourself. You know, you could have it written on a piece of paper, you could put it in your wallet, you could have it as your, like mobile wallpaper. There's so many ways to remind ourselves of the magic that we can create. So remember to like this video, leave a comment, and let me know what you thought about this deck, and subscribe to this channel to see more deck unboxings, as well as other tarot and oracle card related content. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. Until next time, bye!